Message for the collective spirit. And I'm forced to let you go. That's what spreading thin on us do. Hate to see you lose control. Now I must spend all my time. That's the contract card in case you missed it. Two more cards for the collective spirit. Two more cards for the collective. Happy family. One more for the collective. One more for the collective. Show me the collective energy. One card, collective energy, please. Thank you. Oh, cornucopia. Okay, interesting. Okay, so we have the contract card once again. Happy family and cornucopia. Okay. Before I even go into this, okay, on the bottom of the deck, my divine collective, we have victory. Before I even go into it, I'm feeling very good energy. At the end of the day, I'm feeling the energy of victory, of winning, of being happy, of your blessings coming in, of you having completed a contract. Okay. And I'm really being drawn to the fact that, in this particular deck, this contract card, she's blindfolded in it. And I feel like, you got to where you are on your path, which is at the threshold of a beautiful, new, abundant beginning. Okay. One in which you are receiving. Okay. And I feel like it has been an act of several acts of blind faith that got you here. Like you allowed yourself to completely be led by spirit to the place where you are, which is again at the threshold of a beautiful, new, abundant beginning. Okay, a level of experience, a level of power, a level of awareness that you have never experienced, okay, thus far in this lifetime. And so you're going into, I heard, a golden era, okay? And this is the divine collective, those of you who have done the work, okay? Let's get into it. Welcome to Intuition Unraveled. I am the Unraveler. I'm laughing because I just saw an orb go across the screen. Okay. I don't know if y'all saw that, but I saw that. Welcome. Okay. We are looking at the Queen of Wands, of course, because I don't know what's about to happen with my music. Okay. So, of course, I do invite my ancestors and angels in, as well as my best friend, Archangel Michael. Okay. I always do that before I turn the camera on. So I'm not surprised that they make appearances. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay. And the Nine of Swords to clarify the ending of a contract. This is your energy, divine collective, okay? A lot of you, again, are in your divine feminine energy. You have the wand in your hand, you have the power to create that which you wish to experience, and you are in the act of doing that, okay? And in the meantime, your counterpart who has been left behind in an old energy on an old timeline, they are in regret. This person cannot sleep. They are having nightmares and they are in a deep sense of regret. And I feel like they are going into a depression. This is just a dark night of the soul, which happens when we delay ourselves on our own paths by our own choices and decisions. Okay. So you are in a good energy. You have taken the wheel in your own life. You've taken up the wand in your own life. And I feel like this divine collective, it is a time again for you to just rest. Okay. Rest, rejuvenate, replenish, rebuild. Okay. And when you re-emerge, you will be recreating, okay? Which is again to play. Recreation is recreation, which is play, which means to play with your new abilities, with your new level of power, with your new level of awareness, okay? With your new level of authority in this new realm that you are in, okay? And so, funny how time flies when you're having fun. Your counterpart, which has been left behind on an old timeline, they ran out of time because they were having fun. They were playing in your face, I heard, okay? And so they have been left behind in that in that playground that they wanted to stay in and play in, and they're not having fun anymore, okay? They wonder, do you even still love them? You know what I'm saying? You have been granted a new beginning. You have been granted a whole new level again of experience. Page of Pentacles, you get to start again and rebuild. A lot of you are starting over, rebuilding something from the ground up, starting over from scratch, but with wisdom, okay? Some of you rebuilding a family, some of you healing family connections, some of you are rebuilding some of your counterpart connections, okay? But for the most part, you know, these are new connections or connections that have been renewed, okay? We have the Five of Pentacles again. This person is still holding on to your energy, feeling a great sense of loss, regret, okay? Feeling left out of your experience of being lifted up where you belong, of evolving, of ascending, being honored, respected, and valued for who you are. This person is watching you, being honored, respected, and valued for who you are because you moved forward and decided to fulfill your purpose with or without them, because this was part of your own personal contract with the Most High. And they chose not to because we do have our own prerogative. And they use their free will to hold on to illusions, because this is all that the 3D realm is about, illusions. And so this is where they are trapped now. You, however, are headed toward the victory where you will find your cornucopia, okay, filled with blessings that were handpicked especially for you. We have the high priestess. You already know this, divine collective. I feel like that I'm mostly speaking to divine feminine collective. Okay. Your awareness has been heightened, your gifts have been heightened. You are a very potent force in this time. Divine feminine energy arising, straightening your crown, taking your place on the throne, creating a beautiful, abundant world that is filled with love and light. Okay? At the end of the day, it is the divine feminine who has been victorious in this spiritual warfare, because it is the divine feminine who has been under attack. Mm. Under the bottom, under the victory card, hostilities. Yes, there is someone, okay, and under the hostilities card, okay, because Michael say, don't let 'em know, okay, they are divinely protected. I have your back. So yes, they mad as hell. They are mad, angry as hell, okay, but because you are the victor at the end of the day, divine collective, I'm going to leave it right here. I don't think I want to go any further. Should I go any further? Y'all let me know. I'm going to leave it right here because I feel like, you've been through a lot. You finally have the wand in your hand. You finally have taken the power. You've straightened your crown. You're being granted a new beginning where you can have anything that you like, divine collective. They are saying rest up, because that's all you have to do is prepare for what is already yours. I'm going to leave it here and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Make sure you do subscribe to Intuition Unraveled on YouTube. Peace. On the bottom of the deck, the sun card. Okay, so you have one, and now all you have to do is sit back and prepare.